Jeffrey Dean Isbell is Izzy's true name. Due to his last name, he went by Izzy in high school. Regarding Stradlin's origin, it's said to have a sexual allusion. Izzy's mother worked for a phone business and his father was an engraver. When Izzy was 8, they got divorced. Izzy was questioned about his childhood activities and stated that there weren't many because he lived in a tiny town. We rode bikes, smoked cannabis, got into mischief, it was fairly Beavis and Butt-Head basically. Izzy's grandma, who played the drums in a swing jazz band, was his biggest musical inspiration. For this reason, drums were the first instrument he used. Izzy started his first band with his high school friends, including William Bailey aka Axl Rose, who was one of them. In a garage, they were playing cover tunes. After graduating from high school, Stradlin relocated to LA and joined the punk group Naughty Women. Izzy had a negative experience with their debut performance when audience members charged the stage and began attacking them. Izzy's next band was the Atoms, but he had to switch to bass because someone had stolen his drum set from his car. He subsequently started playing rhythm guitar for a heavy metal group by the name of Shire. After Shire, Stradlin and Axl, who had also relocated to LA, created the Guns N' Roses precursor Hollywood Rose. Izzy was the only founding member of Guns N' Roses to receive his high school diploma despite having a D average. When at Guns N' Roses, Izzy Stradlin has released 3 very successful studio albums. Appetite for Destruction was released on July 21, 1987. Songs such as Welcome to the Jungle, Paradise City, and Sweet Child O' Mine became hits on the album. The album was getting 18 times platinum in the US, and 4 times platinum in the UK. And sold over 18 million copies in the US. Album also topped on Billboard 200. GNR Lies was released on November 29, 1988. Patience, and a cover of Aerosmith's song Mama Kin became hits on this album. The album was getting 5 times platinum in the US, and was certified gold in the UK, and sold over 5 million copies in the US. The double album Use Your Illusion, which were released on September 17, 1991, was Izzy Stradlin's last album with Guns N' Roses. There are many very popular songs contained in these 2 albums. Manager Alan Niven has spoken out about his time working Guns N' Roses at the height of their success, stating that it was Izzy Stradlin who was most responsible for the commercial success of the band. The manager spoke honestly about his time working with Guns N' Roses, stating how the members' arrogance and inability to take direction left him convinced that himself in the band would never see a goddamn penny from Appetite for Destruction. I had just become a parent, the album put us $365 in debt to Geffen. Now would come the costs of video and touring on top of that. I figured I had never see a goddamn penny. I acquired insomnia at this point in my life. It was no longer fun. It was stress, worry, and pressure from there out. I wondered if I had made the biggest mistake of my career. The reasoning behind this attitude toward the album, Niven states, was due to the level of arrogance within the band outweighing the level of talent possessed by the members. Steven Adler couldn't play anything the same way twice. / a great player, extremely empathetic to a composition's feel, but cannot write a song. Duff is not quite as brilliant as he thinks he is. And Axl wasn't a nice person back then. He may have changed. To me, he's kinda like the Tonya Harding of rock and roll, capable of being sublime but best known for other reasons. Openly surprised by the level of success received by both Appetite for Destruction and Use Your Illusion, Niven affirms that the band would have almost certainly fallen apart without the contributions of rhythm guitarist Izzy Stradlin. Speaking on his time working with Stradlin, as far as I was concerned, it was his band, he had the cool disposition and the unimpeachable street vernacular. Add to that the syncopation of his right rhythm hand, and you have a personification of rock and roll right there. Izzy was always the one who was always available for conference, for discussion. Axl was insular, Slash and Duff were mostly F. Izzy is well known for being arrested in 1989, at the height of his drug use, for urinating on an airplane's floor, verbally abusing a flight attendant, and smoking in a non-smoking area. He was given a year of probation as part of his punishment, and during that time, he matured. Stradlin once said, "When you're F, you're more likely to put up with stuff you wouldn't ordinarily put up with," in reference to how much his sobriety contributed to his decision to leave Guns N' Roses in 1991. Izzy Stradlin and the Juju Hounds were founded in Lafayette, Indiana after she left Guns N' Roses. In 1992, they released just one album, which was their own. The album only reached number 102 on the Billboard 200. Izzy released his first album without a band name in 1998. He released 117 Digress album, and followed by other albums. Ride On in 1999, River in 2001, On Down the Road in 2002, Like a Dog in 2005, Miami in 2007, Fire, the Acoustic album in 2007, Concrete in 2008, Smoke in 2009, and Wave of Heat in 2010. Izzy, Axl Rose, and Dizzy Reed skipped the 2012 induction ceremony for Guns N' Roses into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Izzy received a request to join Velvet Revolver, a band that included former Guns N' Roses members Slash, Matt Sorum, and Duff McKagan. He contributed to the band's songwriting as it was forming, but eventually left because he didn't want to cope with life on the road or write with a lead singer. There are many types of guitar that Izzy Stradlin has used in his musical career, both for the recording studio or in live performance. Gibson ES-175, Gibson Byrdland, Gibson ES-135, Gibson Les Paul Custom, Fender Telecaster, Gibson ES-355, Gibson Les Paul Special Double Cutaway.